Charles Darwin set sail on the ship HMS Beagle on December 27, 1831. From Plymouth, England. A little about Charles Darwin. He was born February 12, 1809. He died on April 19, 1882. He was an English naturalist that had a theory about evolution. Darwin originally went to college to be a priest. He graduated with a bachelor's degree at Cambridge University. But he developed an interest in rocks, fossils, animals, and plants. Darwin was 22 years old when he set sail on his voyage for evolution. This trip was a 5-year-long voyage. Cocos Islands. The islands were the only coral atolls that Charles Darwin visited. He developed his well-known theory of atoll formation, which is a ring of coral surrounds an undersea volcano that has risen above the water's surface. He considered that the upgrowth of coral reefs continued long after the seamounts that supported them had subsided. Cape of Good Hope, May. Darwin was astonished to find that mammals in the Cape tend to be larger than those he had encountered on different islands, even though the flora in the Cape is far less luxuriant than other islands. Canary Islands, January 1832. He saw fossilized invertebrates exposed in the rocks on the beach. There were also shells of animals found on the beach. Cape Verde Islands, January 1832. Darwin discovered that at night octopuses change color and glow at night. They can also camouflage themselves. Rio de Janeiro, April 1832. There was tropical forests here. He called it the shimmering tropical splendor, which was full of gaily colored flatworms. He collected red-hot spiders here. He witnessed wasps lay eggs inside living caterpillars. The bee eaten alive by grubs when they hatch. Punta Alta, September 1832. Punta Alta is on the coast of Argentina, where he found countless bones from cliffs. He found a trove of skulls and armor plates of 6 different animals. Armor plates are a rigid cuticle or exoskeleton that provides exterior protection against an attack by predators. Tierra del Fuego, December 1832. This was the island where Darwin theorized that all humans were interrelated, with a shared origin and potential for improvement toward civilization. His encounter with the Yagan natives played a major role in this. Falkland Islands, December 1832. Darwin discovered Devonian fossils in the Falkland Islands. He was excited by his find, but it could have had little premonition of the long-running geological controversy that he was initiating. The Galapagos Islands, September-October 1835. Darwin found a remarkable variety of plants and animals. Reptiles had developed here from the mainland, but were almost identical to the islands surrounding. The characteristic of these animals can only be explained by a gradual transformation of various species. The most interesting things on this island were the finches. He had seen a lot of finches on other islands, but this helped him develop the theory of natural selection. He discovered that the shapes of their beak determine what kind of food they consume. He would observe the shape of their beaks. After this, he returned home to England on October 2, 1836, and developed a theory called evolution. This is a developed scientific theory of biological evolution that explains how modern organisms evolved over long periods of time through the descent of common ancestors. This perspective helps us understand modern phenomena, for example, drug-resistant bacteria and new emerging diseases. On this trip, Darwin observed that ecologically similar animal species inhabited and spreaded but had ecologically similar habitats around the world. Darwin also discovered that extinct animal species, fossils, were similar living species.